CES is here, and Dell, Lenovo, Asus, and HP all made announcements at the big electronics show in Las Vegas. But ahead of the show, we got some sneak peeks in New York of their laptops and desktops that are coming in 2025. And that includes their gaming brands. So let's take a look at what's next from them. Before I dive in, keep in mind we saw this all before CES kicked off, so there's a good chance these PC makers and others will have announcements at the show that we just didn't see. Also, none of these are in-depth looks and pricing and availability wasn't concrete, but we wanted to give you an overview of what's coming this year. So I'm just going to kick things off with Dell, and oddly enough, the biggest announcement from it isn't a product but name changes. Dell is abandoning its PC line names like XPS, Inspiron, Latitude, and Precision, all for simple, straightforward names. Dell for consumer models, Dell Pro for commercial productivity, and Dell Pro Max for high-performance commercial systems and workstations. And within those, there are Plus and Premium models. So, for example, if you're familiar with Dell's high-end XPS line, a 14-inch laptop in that line will now be called Dell 14 Premium. You can extrapolate from there. Dell did announce some new Pro and Pro Max business laptops and a couple of updated Inspirons, now simply called Dell or Dell Plus, and those will show up throughout the next few months. On the Alienware side, that's a bit more exciting. It's also changing its PC naming, returning to the Area 51 branding with a new full-size tower with the latest NVIDIA graphics and up to an Intel Core Ultra 9 285K CPU, and 16 and 18-inch laptops, and again, these will have the latest NVIDIA graphics and up to an Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX CPU. Look for them to launch sometime in the first quarter. Moving on to Lenovo, for the most part, its computer announcements are straightforward refreshes. For example, Lenovo's dual display laptop, the YogaBook 9i, now has larger 14-inch OLED displays, up from 13.3 inches, and a sturdier support stand, and the latest Intel Core Ultra 7 processor. The premium Yoga 9i 2-in-1 also gets a processor refresh, and it's an Aura edition, which basically means it's an AI PC and has some smarter software and access to premium support. Then there's the new Yoga Slim 9i, a 14-inch premium laptop with a dazzling new glass finish on the lid, and like the other two, runs the latest Core Ultra chips. Lenovo also announced 4 new tablets, starting with a general-purpose 10-inch Lenovo Tab. Then there's the higher-end 12.7-inch Idea Tab Pro that gets you a more premium entertainment and productivity experience, and that's alongside the more creative-leaning 12.7-inch Yoga Tab Plus. Rounding out the tablets is the Legion Tab, an 8.8-inch tablet with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, 12 gigs of memory, 256 gigs of storage, all built around an 8.8-inch 2.5K display with a 165Hz refresh rate. There's also a new Legion gaming laptop, the Legion Pro 7i, a 16-incher with up to an Intel Core Ultra 9, next-gen NVIDIA graphics, and some pretty nice lighting around the back vents and front. Next up is HP and some new AI PCs for both consumers and business. We're just going to focus on the consumer-level PCs in this video, like the HP Omni Studio X all-in-one desktop and new OmniDesk towers. HP has made some excellent all-in-ones in the past, and this Omni Studio X looks like it'll continue that streak. It's available in 27 and 31.5-inch sizes, and they have Intel Core Ultra processors, up to 32 gigs of memory, and Intel Arc graphics. The new OmniDesk towers feature a nice wood-like finish in front, so they look a bit more like furniture and offer loads of configuration options, including discrete NVIDIA graphics. For gaming, there's the new Omen Max 16 laptop, and that's got up to an AMD Ryzen AI 9HX 375 or Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX processor, next-gen NVIDIA graphics, 64 gigs of memory, and 2 terabytes of storage. There are 3 display options, including a 2.5K OLED with a 48 to 240 Hz variable refresh rate. HP also showed off a compact 16L Omen gaming tower with Intel or AMD CPUs and GPUs, up to either an AMD Radeon RX 7600 or NVIDIA RTX 4060 Ti. Finally, let's take a look at what Asus brought to the table. Mostly, it was a whole lot of VivoBooks in a broad range of configurations with Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm processors in 14 and 16-inch sizes, and a mix of plastic and metal bodies. What's available is going to vary by region, but if you're after a mid-range AI PC from Asus, you'll have a lot of options this year. The most interesting consumer laptop announcement from them, though, is the ZenBook A14, a 14-inch OLED Copilot Plus PC that weighs less than a kilogram and is running on a Qualcomm Snapdragon X processor. The body is made from the company's Ceraluminum that's metal with a smooth ceramic-like finish. On the ROG side, Asus is essentially refreshing its major lines, the Zephyrus, Strix, and Strix Scar, with new processors, graphics, and cooling, as well as updated lighting. The Strix and Strix Scar will come in 16 and 18-inch sizes, have next-gen Intel CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs, and better cooling. In fact, everything has better cooling. The Zephyrus will come in 14 and 16-inch models and be Copilot Plus PCs running on the latest AMD chips with NVIDIA graphics. Then there's the return of the company's gaming tablet PC, the Flow Z13. It's been completely redesigned, built around an AMD Strix Halo chip and a 13.4-inch 2.5K touchscreen. It's joined by a new Thunderbolt XG mobile external GPU with next-gen NVIDIA graphics. Topping it all off is an Intel-based gaming desktop designed and built by Republic of Gamers, the G700. So that's a whirlwind tour of a lot of the PCs announced at CES 2025. If you want more details on these, please head to cnet.com to read all about them. While nothing really jumps out to me as a best in show right now, there are a lot of interesting options, and for me, Asus looks like it has the strongest hand in this game right now. I know the video is light on specifics, but I'd still like to know what you think, so let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, Happy New Year, and you'll see me when you see me.